What is the G? The G is gossip in the gaming world, and Fuse has it for you.
There may soon be action figures based on Konami's thriller Metal Gear Solid. We hear that McFarlane Toys of Spawn fame will design the figures.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of Metal Gear Solid, Konami is hinting at a version for the DreamCast.
Rock on. Sony's still pretty silent about the PlayStation 2, but word on the street is that this new gaming machine will rear its head next spring.
We'll see about that. After a 3-game run, Crash Bandicoot creator NaughtyDog has given up on the Bandicoot. The dogs will put their attention towards other genres, but that doesn't mean you won't see another Crash game. A new developer is reportedly being sought.
Waiting for an N64 version of Donkey Kong? Our sources tell us this big ape is on his way next year. We'll have to wait and see. In Future Shock, we profile games coming to you in the near future. Crash is back in Crash Bandicoot Warped. Follow Crash and Coco on their hardest adventure yet, this one featuring 3D jet ski and biplane levels. With an extra time trial feature, Crash Warped is one game you'll want to go back to again and again and again, starting in November from PlayStation.
Our next game is a sequel to Abe's Odyssey, called Abe's Exodus. It's very much like old SNES games as you attempt to solve puzzle screens. A feature called GameSpeak allows you to interact more realistically with other characters.
Game Boy announces an end to squinting. That's right, Nintendo has brightened up the world of Game Boy with Game Boy Color. It's the same old Game Boy, but with the vibrant color screen, so you won't burn your eyes out trying to tell the difference between 20 different shades of gray. Game Boy Color will be in stores by Thanksgiving. When the first Game Boy debuted in '89, the first game available was the original Tetris. Appropriately enough, the first game for Game Boy Color will be Tetris DX. Still Puzzle Champ, but this time in 56 colors. It's amazing how Game Boy keeps evolving.
Also in RPGs is an American attempt at the genre by Crave, called Shadow Madness. But don't worry, it won't be too much of a departure. The main designer, Ted Woolsey, was extensively involved in the American translation of Final Fantasy II and III.
The Soul of Hoops is back this year with NBA Live 99. For the first time, players on screen have movements and facial expressions accurate to their real-life counterparts. Through new artificial intelligence, characters even react realistically. You'll be able to draft an entire custom team or league.
Hoops! 2! South Park fans, rejoice! All your favorite South Park characters are in Acclaim's new South Park game for the N64, including Cartman, Kyle, Stan, Kenny, Chef, and the infamous Mr. Hanky. Hidey-ho! The plot, as if they needed one, centers around the mayhem caused by a comet heading towards South Park. Will they survive? Find out this holiday season on your N64.
The legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, is like Metroid, Zelda, and Tomb Raider all rolled into one. In the sequel to the popular adventure game, Kain is now the villain as you become Raziel, a vampire and former underling of Kain. Ha ha ha. The game features some impressive artificial intelligence, along with numerous animation scenes. Expect Soul Reaver to hit stores early in '99.
Turok 2 looks to be an improvement over the original. Utilizing the RAM pack, the game has higher resolution, so you won't see the polygonal graphics building in the distance or so much of that annoying fog. The game covers 6 different worlds and features the best weapons ever seen in a game.
Bulletproof. Good thing I've been playing Syphon Filter, an action thriller for the PlayStation. You take the role of arms expert Gabriel Logan as he attempts to stop a group of terrorists with a strange and deadly biological virus. Expect tons of cool weapons, a huge 3D environment, and plenty of action when this game hits next spring.
Twisted Metal 3 has been developed by a different creative team than its predecessor, but with realistic car physics and returning characters like Sweet Tooth, Spectre, and Shadow, things are looking up. Well, that's it for previews. Now, here's JC as we cover the scoop on 3 really big games.